Well, Grease is a musical that's been around since the 70s. It takes place in the 1950s, and it focuses on a love interest between two people from different worlds, different backgrounds, and it really, most of the characters in the play are slightly rebellious. They have a lot of fun. They're very excited and animated, and then the play focuses on how the two main characters get together.
So I'm Breezy, and I'm playing Sandy, and she's the main character. She's a new girl at the school, and she's really naive and nice, but she's kind of in over her head by liking Danny and being with all the pink ladies.
My name's Josh, and I'm playing as Danny. And Danny is the sort of hothead, super cool, sexy kid of the school. These are the Burger Palace boys. And when he meets Breezy, or when he meets Sandy, he starts to fall in love, not like any of the stupid crap that you usually get in high school. So he does whatever he can.
I feel like I fit Sandy's character because I'm quiet like she is, and I don't think I'm naive, but I'm definitely don't like the whole party aspect of high school, so I'm kind of like her in the like no drinking, no smoking. Like I don't like to do any of that stuff, so I feel like I can kind of relate to her character.
I kind of relate to Danny, I guess, because I don't know. It was pretty interesting why I got picked as Danny, but I kind of see the face structure. The face structure kind of, I guess, just how I act.
Rizzo is very sassy, and she's the leader of the Pink Ladies. She's kind of like secretly really vulnerable, and she goes through something during the play. I won't say, you have to come and watch. But yeah, that's basically her. She's like a bad girl with like a soft spot.
Alright, so I'm playing Kaneki. A lot of people probably know who Kaneki is. He's really like, he's really hard-headed, and he gets like annoyed really easily. And when he's like emotional, he heightens his emotions. So it's not just like I'm mad; it's I'm extremely mad, or I'm like happy. It's like I'm extremely happy. So the energy is just radiating out of him, whether it's positive or negative. It'll just radiate around him, and therefore affect the entire cast. To be honest, like in the beginning when I was starting to rehearse, I did not think I fit this character at all, because I'm more of like that relaxed, like chill person. Like when I'm emotional, I don't like really express my emotions like in a very intense way. But like in terms of like my character, I really have to embody my emotions and then radiate those outside of myself. So it was kind of hard at first, but now I'm kind of getting the hang of it, and we'll see how it is by the time of the show.
Yeah, so I'm playing a character named Marty. Basically, she's like a gold digger in a way. Yeah, she goes for older guys. She tries to act really mature when she's actually not. She's a high schooler, but she likes to create this persona of being really mature and sophisticated. And so as a result of that, it kind of comes off as looking really prissy and pretentious. But yeah, that's my character.
So my character is Sonny. He's one of the members in the Burger Palace Boys, and he's kind of an arrogant fellow. You know, he thinks he gets all the girls, but unfortunately he doesn't. But no one told him that, and he's kind of like not really the loser of the group, but you know he's gonna bring all the funny parts to the show, and I think that's actually why I was cast as that person, because you know I kind of relate to him. I get girls though.
Yeah, so I'm playing Duty, and Duty is basically the youngest of the group called the Thunderbirds in the cast, and the Thunderbirds include Danny and Sunny and me. And Duty is kind of like very naive. He's very kind of energetic. He's a little bit like, I guess, like unintelligent sometimes, and he goes out of his way to make a fool out of himself, and like unintentionally. I think I got Duty because Duty's kind of like an idealist. He wants to be famous for singing. He wants to have a big hit on the radio. He wants to be the top of the charts, and he's kind of like a lover. And he, I think I kind of fit that in the sense that a lot of my adolescent kind of naivete and my idealism regarding like my future and what I want to be. I want to be a writer, and that's not really practical in terms of like financial stability. But then it's like, in a way, I kind of parallel duty in that I just want to pursue my dreams without like thinking about too much about the practicalities.
They've been rehearsing 5 days a week for since November, basically right after we got back from Thanksgiving break, and they've been practicing their vocals, learning their lines, learning their blocking, learning their choreography, and now we're starting to put all that together and really focusing on bringing the characters to life.
For this role, I've been going over my lines a lot and trying to get into character. Like I kind of have to. This high school is so different than I feel like Rydell High School, so like I kind of have to change my mindset. And sometimes I'll watch scenes online from YouTube and be like, okay, like act that way, and then I'll kind of just like put my game face on and get into character. And yeah.
What I kind of do to prepare for my role is just I learn to exaggerate everything that I do, just to be as exaggerated as possible, and just to learn the part. I've been watching the movie several times and just looking over like what little things that he does, what does he do in this situation, and etc. Just learning him and being him.
We've been doing like a lot of vocal warm-ups and like a lot of dancing, and I've been doing a lot of like research, and I've been kind of watching like other people's productions of Grease and kind of seeing how they put on their roles. And I've also been I've watched Grease like about 10 times maybe already.
So like when I go home, I look at myself in the mirror and then I look at the lines and see how my facial expressions are, because I feel like when it comes to my character, I really have to work on my facial expressions, and because that's a part of Kaneki and what he is. And then like I can't really have like too much hand gestures and stuff going on. I feel like my words need to be powerful by themselves. So I kind of like look at the line that I'm doing, I see how I can implement that to myself, and since Kaneki is like intensifying every emotion he has, I try to intensify the emotion that comes out of the line or like the scene and heighten it as much as I can.
I think I try to do a very thorough character analysis before I play any role. Mainly I just sit down and read the script like front to back around 5 or 6 times, and I try to write down everything that I know about them, and then I try and incorporate that into the way that I play the role. And so something that I was taught is to think about all their intentions rather than like an emotion, so that's more genuine. So like, what does my character want in this scene? What are they trying to get from saying this? What are they actually thinking versus what they're portraying? So I kind of think of that and incorporate it into my acting.
Kaneki said earlier, I'm always looking in the mirror, you know, most of the time to check myself out. But when I'm not checking myself out, I'm studying my lines and looking at my facial expressions, and then I'll go back to checking myself out. But I also treat my homework kind of like the play, and I do it every night. I study my play, I study my lines, I study the music, so I can make sure that I'm the best in this production.
I'm just really excited. Like I've met so many great people here in drama that I haven't really known before in this school, and I'm just really excited to like actually perform with them, because I think we're gonna be like so happy afterwards because we've worked so hard, and I'm just like really excited to like be in the final product.
Same here. I'm really excited to be performing with all of these people. They're just awesome. Just whoever I hang out with, they always have their own personality, and their own personality has to fit within their character, which is funny enough to see. And yeah, it's just really awesome to just see people here and just what they do. And I'm really excited also for how they're gonna act in the play.
I'm excited for everyone to see like how much hard work we put in. I think it's gonna be really awesome.
What I'm most excited for is like how everything comes together with the music, with the audience, like heightening my emotions because of the adrenaline and all that stuff.
Well, this is my last musical. I've been doing musicals since my freshman year, so there are all these traditions that seniors go through because it's their last show. So I'll get to walk on the senior catwalk, and they'll do like the whole senior thing at the end of the show. And I don't know, I think I'm just most excited for performing the shows because I don't really know how to explain it, but you kind of get this like rush from performing. It's kind of indescribable, but yeah, I think that's what I'm most excited for. And just being a senior and this being my last show, I'm just trying to cherish it as much as possible.
I think I'm most excited about portraying Beauty as a character and just having a good time with the cast, either in rehearsal or performance. And also, I think performing in front of my peers, that's probably one of my greatest joys.
Maybe I'm most excited to impress all the ladies out there that are in the audience. You know, they're gonna see Sunny and like, wow, Sunny is the funniest dude on the planet, and I want to marry this guy. Also, I can't wait to impress my mom, because my mom thinks I'm a horrible actor, but I'm gonna tell her that today is the day that I'm the best actor on the planet. Also to impress Mr. Vega, but mainly I'm excited to really show the audience and the crowd how beautiful we all work together to create such an amazing musical. But it wouldn't have been able to be possible if it wasn't for Sunny.
I think the things that I'm most excited about for the show are the fact that it's very energetic. There's a lot of singing and dancing that's lighthearted and fun, very comedic, and it's a very popular and well-known show. So I know that the audiences will really enjoy it. I think that DD students should be excited to see so many different students up on stage behaving in a way that it is not seen around campus very often. You know, it's really lighthearted and fun and no stress, and at no point do any of the students talk about grades. So, you know, that's a good thing that I think Dougherty students can take away from the show.